Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Manufacturing Strong, Connecting Our Community. Today, I get to welcome Betsy Ralston from Ingersoll Rand. Betsy, thank you for being on the episode.
David, I'm so happy to be on your episode today for the manufacturing community. I am Betsy Ralston. I'm an implementation project manager with Ingersoll Rand - Gardner Denver. As I mentioned to David earlier, we have actually grown during this time and tripling our organization, but mainly due to the merger as of March the 1st. So we've gone from 6,000 employees to 18,000 employees strong, serving our external customer base with heavy machinery and equipment.
Wow. So like big changes. Obviously, COVID's had a major impact. You guys are going through an acquisition, lots going on. So tell us a little bit about like some of the impacts that's having and how you guys are evolving. Both, yours focused on internally, so maybe focus on that. And then what else are you doing with customers as well?
So from an external perspective, our IR Now page keeps us really up to date on how we're servicing our external customers. So we're getting postings daily or every other day about ways that our outside plants across the globe are servicing hospitals and different places due to the COVID-19. So it's really good for me to be able to see that because my main customer base is internal as I'm doing these system implementations. So from an internal perspective, we're using, tools, Microsoft Teams, Skype, different tools like that to stay in communication. I find that I have to be a lot more detailed in my planning so that I can stay on top of everything as opposed to being able to get up from my desk and go down the hall, and meet with somebody.
So if you had the opportunity right now, Betsy, just given what you're going through, what questions would you be asking, or what question would you want to ask of your manufacturing peers out there?
So for my manufacturing peers, my question is more along what is it that you miss in the office that you think that you can accomplish better as opposed to being at home? Like one of my peers said, I really miss the free toilet paper. But in all honesty, what is it that you find is caused it a little bit more difficult to work from a home environment as opposed to being there?
Final question for you, Betsy. I know you're going through a big rollout right now. What are you doing to make this more interactive and more fun, given that everybody has to work virtual?
Yeah, so doing the remote implementation is pretty interesting. We had our UAT testing earlier this month. And so we interjected as we would transition from user to user, from a Skype handling piece, we would do raffles and prizes. We'd ask, harder SAP questions, see how well they did in their learning, process, which again was all virtual too. And that was just a lot of fun to do. And now we're coming into the go live at the end of this month and hope to do some of that kind of same sort of fun thing. It really puts the people more at ease then, I think. As we can kind of laugh around it and cooperate together.
Awesome. Well, have the best of luck on your rollout, and thanks for being on the episode.
Thanks so much, David. I really enjoyed it.